Hello, this is the Crimson Angel 100, and I'll be here with you every Thursday on the Wenser's collaboration. Now, for those of you who do not know me, that are not subscribed to me, I am a 25-year-old artist who does reviews on things based on, comic books and all that fantasy stuff, and I do art blogs that I do on my Facebook page, on Animate Yourself Art Studio, which is all really cool, and you can check it out if you want. And anyway, I'm going to talk to you about some of my favorite characters. But my favorite character is definitely Prince Charming. Now, it's not because I can relate to him, because I can't. um, he represents everything I aspire to be. He's like, he's noble, he's, this outstanding great guy, he, he will fight for his family at all lengths, and any character like that, I really, really enjoy, you know, um, and I really, in general, I like it when a male character, they're they're not evil, even playing fields with each other, him and Snow, they're equals. It's not like he's constantly rescuing her or she's constantly rescuing him. It's an even playing field. They're constantly rescuing each other. So I really like that because usually, um, when they try to modernize a fantasy fairy tale couple, they just have it where, oh, she's stronger and he's a weak idiot. I like it where it's even. And besides them, my favorite couple would have to be Rumbell. I at first I didn't know how I felt about Rumpelstiltskin being the Beast, but as I got into it more, I really like it because I really love her portrayal as Belle, and I really love Belle, and I'm upset that she got her memory wiped, but I'm sure everything will turn out fine. And I seriously, I've been watching the show since the pilot, and I've first seen coverage of it on Comic-Con, and I was instantly hooked. And I was instantly hooked since I saw the pilot, and I'm all in. Love the show, love every episode. Now, I have some fan art for you here of Charming. It's not my best, I will admit that. Here is of Charming here. I know, it's not my best at all. To be perfectly honest, eyes are probably the most difficult thing to draw, and um, if you don't draw the eyes right, they'll either look like someone else completely. So this is actually him when he first met Snow, and you can see when the scar is actually fresh, it's dripping some blood. And I have another one here of, again, it's not, because I was trying to make it look realistic and like actually use a photo reference of him. So I think that was my downfall. My strength is really more animated. This one came a little bit better. This is Snow and Charming. It's a little more cartoony. Um, and this is actually, they're wearing the outfits that they wore in the pilot when they're about to give up Snow into the wardrobe. She's wearing a baggy white shirt. She's wearing her dress with the feathers and everything. It's sweet. It's nice. Now, on to, speaking of Snow and Charming, I want to talk to you about their relationship a little bit because they kind of had a little bit of a strain lately because, Snow here, she wants to stay in Storybrooke, live a normal life, picket fence and everything. And Charming, he wants to go back to Fairy Tale Land. We need to figure out a new name for that world, Fairy Tale Land. We need to, what? Write a comment below on what you think their world should be called, other than Fairy Tale Land. Right, start thinking, because we gotta think of something else. So he wants to go back there and fight for their world. She wants to stay here, and that's already been a strain. And um, she's recently made the decision that she wants to kill Cora, and she's going to take that dark turn. Now I know what some people may be thinking, that she had that dark trip wanting to kill Regina, it didn't work, Charming saved her from it, but that was, I consider that a false artificial darkness that she had that was implanted, because that was the aftermath, the side effect of the potion she drank that wiped her memories clean and erased her memories and made her heart void of love and filled it with hate and and resentment. So it made her want to kill Regina. But this time around, she's not under a spell, she's not under a potion, nothing of that matter. She's completely under control of her own actions. So I think it's I don't know if she should really do it, because it's something that she really can't turn back from. But I like the fact they're actually thinking darker. But this is my theory, though. I'm gonna go into my theory that because there's little clips have been released of an upcoming episode, and they look awesome. And they show Snow opening a box of heart, and she's hunched over in remorse of doing it. And now, of course, you think she's gonna try to kill Cora, obviously. My theory is, though, I think that Cora always has backup plans. Cora's backup plans have backup plans. So I don't think that's really Cora's heart in that box. I think that if Snow actually does it and actually crushes it or bruises it hardly, like severely, I think it might be someone else's heart. Because remember, Cora and Regina, they have tons of hearts locked up in the vault. Tons and tons and tons. And there's really no way of knowing whose is whose. They're not labeled. They don't have boxes on it, unless the box says Cora's heart. There's really no way of determining if it's really hers. So I think she did a bait and switch, and it could be somebody else's. Who? I have no clue. But it could be anybody's. It could be Granny's, for all we know. Now, another theory I have is that I think Regina might be playing along with Cora, in the sense that she is not really fully going along with her. She kind of, like, alright, because with Regina, she could have very easily said, "What's wrong with you? Why'd you go through all those lengths to kill Snow White's mom?" She's just going along with it. I know, oh, she's a villain, but I kind of feel like Regina, she's playing along a little bit. Regina's playing along because she's like, if I go against Cora at this point, Cora will backlash and she'll outpower me, and she'll, incapacitate me in some way. So she's like, you know what? Let me play along. Let me see how far she goes, and then when she doesn't see it coming, I'll get Cora. So I think Regina's just playing along. I don't think she's actually completely sided with her at this point. Now, I have to just talk about Neil for a second. I have to close off with Neil. I love the fact that they revealed that he not only went to Neverland, he knows Hook, he went to Neverland, could fly. I think you could pour concrete, build a house over it, and just live in it for 10 years. The fact that he is a lost boy / Peter Pan, because it is like, I already subtly had that theory, but Monday's collaborator, Once Upon a Gleek, he had that theory first, and he had it all mapped out. And I really agree with him that it was a really good point. But I did not think they'll give away those big clues that early on, to be perfectly honest. I thought they were going to hold off those clues to, oh, he's Peter Pan type of thing. I really seriously thought they were going to wait till like season 2 to reveal those clues. I mean, season 3. But hey, I really can't wait for the finale. And I got so upset that, Neil's engaged. And that was like a knife to the heart for Swanfire right there. Because they're a really great couple. They have great chemistry. I'm holding out for those two. I still have hope for those two. I still have hope for Swanfire. I think they are a great couple. And the theory about Belfire's fiance being Tiana from Princess and the Frog? I That's an interesting theory. I actually think that's pretty. I'm not ruling that out because that's a possibility. You know, if she's a waitress, then it's very possible. So I'm gonna close off this video, my Thursday video of the Oncers, and I'll be here with you next Thursday for some more fan art and theories for upcoming characters and storylines of what I think will happen. So stay tuned.